Welcome to the Teach Joyfully podcast, where we talk about all things elementary teaching with some mom stuff thrown in. I'm Lisa Burns, a teacher success coach, veteran elementary teacher, and mom of 5. I'll be your host. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're talking about all things self-care. I know self-care is the last thing that you have time for, but it shouldn't be. It should be in the top 3 on your list, before work and before caring for someone else. I can just hear you. You're going to tell me that you don't have time to work out, figure out healthy meals, or take time for yourself. There's just no time in your day. You're spent, exhausted, and there really isn't any extra time. I'm here to tell you that's exactly why you need to prioritize yourself. I believe you can't afford to not take care of yourself. Don't be the teacher who looks back this time of year and says the same things as last year. I'm exhausted. I'm burned out. There's not enough time. It becomes a mantra throughout our lives, and that's just sad. All I'm asking you to do is choose one goal for yourself this holiday season to help you come out the other side a better, more joyful you. We've all got COVID fatigue, more on our plates than ever before at school, and a whole host of other stresses and to-dos. And the holiday season may seem like a terrible time to start some self-care routines, but I beg to differ. It's a great time to take a minute for self-care. I know. It's Thanksgiving this coming week and more holidays coming around the corner. There's lots to celebrate and just as much to plan, prep, and do. In addition, this year more than ever, it's tempting to spend all of our free time catching up at school. Well, just stop for a minute. Just stop. It's great to get caught up and even get ahead a bit. And in fact, I believe that can be a form of self-care if you keep it within reason. But don't do that at your or your loved one's expense. It's a losing proposition. There's other things that need to happen before you spend all your time catching up. So here's my 8 tips. Let go of the things you cannot control. There are so many things we can't control. You can't control which teaching model you have. Your school and your district determine that, whether you're online, teaching in the classroom, or doing some combination thereof. You're stuck with what you have. You cannot control whether or not you need to wear a mask in the classroom. You cannot control so many things right now, more than ever. But you can control some things, so let go of what you cannot control and focus on what you can. Number 2, make time for some things that you enjoy for the sake of your mental health. Quit marking time and waiting for someday or when I'm caught up, because we know as teachers, the only time you're caught up is that last day of school, right? Once the school year's over, you're caught up whether you want to be or not. But until then, you're not going to be caught up. So let's have a life. Read, journal, indulge in a favorite hobby, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. That's fine. It's better than nothing, and it's a habit that you can start because it's just a short amount of time. You can grow it from there into more time, but at least do something. Number 3, move your body every single day. Get out and exercise. I know. You're telling me you don't have any time, and I have been there, honey. I have. But if you start with 10 minutes a day, you can make it a habit. 10 minutes. You can do 10 minutes. Everyone can do 10 minutes. Do something for 10 minutes. You can take a walk around the block. You can lift some weights. You can do almost anything for 10 minutes. Run up and down your stairs if you have to. You can always increase the time, but you have to start somewhere and create that habit of exercise. Once you have the habit, it's easy to grow it. Number 4, give yourself some grace. It's not business as usual, and it's not going to be for a long while. Just be okay with that and with doing things differently. It's okay, and give yourself lots of grace. You might have parents that are in your ear and constantly demanding more. You might have a principal that's doing that. You may have other teachers that seem like they're doing so much more than you. Just stop. Give yourself some grace. There's a point at which you simply have to say, I did my best. That's all I could do today, and walk away. Number 5, try to focus on being grateful for little things. We're all grateful for big things like for our health and for our loved ones and things like that. But be grateful for little things. It's the little things that actually can make a huge difference in your everydayness of life, because the little things are the things that quite often annoy us and wear us down. So finding little things to be grateful for actually is really effective in lifting our mood. I had a priest tell me once that he was taught at seminary to think of 10 little things he was grateful for before putting his feet on the floor in the morning. What a great way to start your day. Some of the things that I tell myself I'm grateful for that might seem a little strange is things like, I have a house that I get to clean. Trust me, I detest cleaning. But I am grateful that I have a house and I get to clean it because that means I'm not homeless. I have a computer that works. I have food to eat. I'm grateful for pens. I am very picky about pens, and so to have pens that I like, that's a big deal to me. So those are the kinds of things to think of, little things. Sometimes I have to be grateful for that parent who just won't quit emailing me because I know that they care about their child. And so as annoying as it can be, I have to remember I'm grateful that this parent cares about their child and their education. Number 6, set office hours and stick to them. Want to catch up over break? Great. That can be a form of self-care by taking control of your time and getting ahead. Just do it in a sustainable way. You know me. Calendar everything. Set specific goals for what you'll do and when you'll do it. When it's quitting time, stop. Literally stop right then, walk away, and go have a life. You can pick it right back up again the next time, whenever your next scheduled time is. But if you don't schedule time, it will bleed into your whole day. Number 7, set personal boundaries. I know I talk about boundaries a lot, but I really do believe that boundaries are essential. Hold firm to your boundaries and don't apologize for them. We live in a society where we apologize all the time for things we don't need to apologize for. Don't apologize for your boundaries. Set your boundaries, hold firm to them, and don't apologize. These are things that you need for you. It is just good self-care. And there's no reason to apologize for someone because they've crossed one of your boundaries. In fact, they should be apologizing to you. Reach out if you need help. That could be counseling, that could be getting your family involved to help out with chores around the house, or maybe it's that you reach out and get some help from other teachers. In fact, if you need some help, I'm here. I have all kinds of free resources on my website. You can check it out there. I'll put a link in the show notes. In case you can't tell, I believe teacher self-care is essential, not optional. And during the holidays, even more so. It's really easy to go from taking care of students to taking care of everyone else. We just trade caretaking roles and still don't get a break. Take some time to take care of you. Not only will you be glad you did, your family and friends will be too. Why? Because you'll be able to be 100% for those you love, because you'll be rejuvenated. You simply can't pour from an empty pot. Self-care fills us up so we have more to give and can be our best selves. Taking care of you is not selfish, it's self-care. Start some self-care routines today. Choose a self-care routine that you're going to start today. Don't wait. Do it now. So that's it, my teacher friends. We're out of time and I'm out of breath. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you liked today's episode, I'd love it if you'd go to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen and leave a review. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. Also, you can continue the conversation online with me in my Facebook group, the Teach Joyfully Podcast Community, where elementary teachers can connect, get help, and encouragement for all kinds of education and parenting topics. You can find the show notes and links to all the resources mentioned in today's episode on my website at www.hopeineducation.com/podcast. And remember, a happy teacher is a good teacher. Until next time, teach joyfully and take care of you.